Okay, so my pick'ems for stage 1 got absolutely annihilated, and I was right in all points. Now, as I open these cases, I want to preface that these picks I'm about to show you are not that serious. These picks are going to be heavily biased and based extremely on feels and feels good moments. God damn it! Anyways, for the rest of the video, is I teach you absolutely swap through your pick'ems that you shouldn't pick, and all these picks are going this is bullshit. Now, I've looked long and hard at this pick'ems calculator, and I've thought to myself, this schizophrenic masterclass of mine will rival all others. Opening matchups, I do think Aurora, they are the highest seeded team in the entire stage 2. I think they will be going through to stage 3 and are actually one of my favorites to make playoffs for the major. I think they will have no problem facing M80. Same with Paravision. I don't think Genius Jame can outmatch the sheer firepower that Aurora has with Wicadia and Xantares. I do, however, think Aurora will lose to Astralis, and I'll get to that in a minute. Navi beating FlyQuest, I mean, I think what the Aussies did in stage 1 was great, and I think they could even squeak through to stage 2. However, I do think Navi will be better than them, and I also think Navi will be better than Passion UA in their potential second round matchup. However, they will ultimately lose to Liquid. 3D Max, or Liquid versus Bait. I think Liquid over the past couple months have been cooking up something in the kitchen. I think that Shuhei and Flashy have devised a good enough game plan to face, I'd say, at least 60% of the teams at the entire major. I think that Liquid will actually make a run and are a potential dark horse playoff team, potentially even making the semifinals. I think this team is that good. 3D Max versus Fnatic. I mean, I think Fnatic on any given day can shoot harder than 3D Max, but 3D Max just have a better game plan. And they will eventually lose to Astralis, because I think Astralis are going to make a run at this major. I think they're going to sweep 3-0. They either sweep 3-0 or they don't qualify to the next stage at all. That's because Unk Device and Unk Magix will power up for the major. Paravision beating out Tyloo, I mean, what Paravision showed us in the first stage, I think is quite impressive. And they have the potential to make it deeper in this run. Anyway, for the 3-0 matchups, Aurora versus Astralis and Navi versus Team Liquid. Again, I think Team Liquid have a good enough playbook to make it deeper into this major. I think they can outstrat, and while the games that they will play will probably be close, I do think they will come on top. With the firepower of Elysianerts and NAF will be carrying this team. And I think Shuhei will call enough a good game plan along with Flashy, and I think Ultimate will be just fine. I think both Tyloo and Imperial will be going 0-3. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be China's major, and nor do I think Imperial or Tri will be able to carry themselves through the BO1 stage, and I think they are just going to flounder. Just barely squeaking out of stage 1 did not impress me whatsoever. I think the matchup that they had at the very end was a very lucky one against NRG. And overall, Imperial, I didn't really expect them to make it to stage 2, and I don't think they're going to stay in stage 2 for very long. Like I said, with Aurora, they are the highest seeded team here. I think the firepower is incredible. However, I don't think that they are going to be an easy 3-0. I think they will, in the BO3s, be outlasted by other IGLs with better game plans, outcalling Major and maybe even targeting him. M80 did beat them at Blast Open London, so I'm kind of just going based off of that. I just feel M80 will be making it through over Navi. They did it once, they can do it again. 3D Max will beat MIBR. I think MIBR just does not have enough experience or a deep enough playbook. I don't think Insani will be able to carry them too much, and I don't think Klim is a good enough addition to the roster. FaZe, I think, will beat the less experienced Bait, but I do not have FaZe going out into the next stage because they just do not seem like a strong team at all. Them coming out of stage 1 was a miracle thanks to Frozen. I think they have just enough phase bullshit left in them to maybe make it to the 2-2 stage in stage 2, but I don't think they're going to make it to stage 3. FlyQuest over Fnatic, again, pure vibes pick. This is what I want to happen. Navi beating FaZe Clan. I don't think Frozen will be able to carry FaZe past the Navi game. Passion UAV FlyQuest, America versus Australia. I am an NA man, so I will be having Passion UA go through. However, FlyQuest, it is very possible that this matchup will go down otherwise. And then Paravision versus MIBR again. I don't think the players on MIBR will be able to carry the team through to a victory against tougher opposition. So my final picks are Liquid and Astralis 3-0 Advance, Aurora M80, 3D Max, Navi, Passion UA, and Paravision to go through to the next stage, and then Tyloo and Imperial Esports to go 0-3. That is it for this video, and stay tuned for my stage 3 picks.